Well, hey guys, I hope you're having a blessed night. It is Alicia with Young 41 Crafts getting adjusted. It is a quarter after 12, so we're doing a midnight makes Saturday night instead of a regular Saturday night. And my cat beside me, and she will not move or budge. Hope everyone's doing great. Here is what I have pulled out of the project box of what I'm going to be working on. I've got to do some trim on these and start connecting them. It's going to be a sweater. I'm working with a 4.5 millimeter hook, and she keeps rubbing on me. And I'm using one of my handy dandy silicone hooks I make. This is the paw, but it is a 4.5 millimeter hook. You don't need to be messing with me. The yarn I am working with is Ice Yarns, and this is not the Rock Star. What is this called? You're going to make me hot. You're going to have to lay over. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is Rock Star. Hey, Miss Janice, how are you doing this late evening on this Saturday night? So I'm about to work with this Rock Star. I'm going to get some squares done tonight while I chat with you guys. And I'm going to trim it with this yarn I got from, I want to say I got this from Hobie. Did I get it from Hobie or did I get it from that other one? I think there's Hobie and Hobium. Is it Hobium? Is the other one that... Anyway, got it from one of them. It's a Scandinavian 100% acrylic. But it doesn't tell you the colors, it's the number. So it's color number 49. It's like a burgundy. My camera picks up all the little tiny kitty glitter. But it's funny because it's mostly doggy glitter. Are you doom scrolling and then found me? I wasn't sure if I was actually going to come on tonight. Just got home from local carnival watching. Oh, fun. Watching fireworks with my grandson. Oh, that's awesome. Some people are celebrating a week early. I noticed that. One of my neighbors was saying that some of the people and kids in the neighborhood were setting off fireworks tonight, even though the 4th of July is on a Saturday next weekend. A lot of people are starting to celebrate this weekend. It's pretty cool. It's good that you got to enjoy your grandson at a local carnival. I used to love doing that. When Maddie was little, she loved it. But as she got older, she didn't really want to go as often as she did when she was younger. And now she's enjoying, I'm sure she's doing fireworks tonight. Her and a bunch of her college friends got an Airbnb up in Pigeon Forge, and they're at Dollywood. And I think they have a fireworks show either on Friday night or Saturday nights. I'm not sure. When I was a teenager, it was called it wasn't Dolly Parton hadn't bought it yet. It wasn't called Dollywood yet. It was called, Silver Dollar City. It was called Silver Dollar City in Pigeon Forge. And they kind of run it into the ground, and then Dolly took it over, and she added to it and built on it and made it her own, and now it's a huge, huge park, and they also have a water park. I'm going to have to... Sorry, I had to mute. I just felt a sneeze coming on. Oh, thank you for my like. Thank you, thank you. I'm a week early on doing the 4th of July nails. But I thought I'd do some little red, white, and blue with some stars. Since it is our 250th anniversary. I've already started this skein, so I'm going to use it. These are some I've already got ready to go. And then I want to say I've already pieced some of these together. I did. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Here's what I've got started. So I went ahead and I'm doing a slip stitch in the back loop only on both sides. And I won't be able to do this part on camera because I can't see it very well this way. I have to have it right in my face to do it. So, but this is the back side, so it's seamless on the back side. And this is the front side. But it's just going to be like a short cardigan is what it's going to end up being. But I think that's the only ones I put together, yeah. I was doing the final touches on these. And I'm just doing, I want to say I'm doing half double crochet on this. I'm doing 3 in the corner. I did 2, to make my corner I did 2, chain 1, 2. But here I did just 3 without the chain 1 for the final square. Oh, yay! Lots more likes. Thank you, thank you. But that's what I'm working on tonight. But yeah, it's kind of a purpley-ish color. I got quite a few squares done. And then I figure if I make too many squares, it's okay because I'm not really counting them. If I make too many squares, I'll just use them in a random something else. But it's got like, isn't that pretty? It's got like a green. Can you see it? It's got green and like a purplyish burgundy color and and kind of like, I think that's like a gray. I don't know. I can't tell. Y'all know I can't tell my colors, so. But I thought that from what I could see, I thought this would go good as a border. I'm assuming. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know how long I'm going to stay on tonight. I'm going to try to go as long as I possibly can. And here's some, I think. I haven't hidden the tails in these yet, I don't think. And then they're just random. Or at least I saw a tail. Yeah, no. See, that one I haven't hidden the tails. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm just going to do just some basic solid squares. While we chit-chat. Now, I do want to say that I have gotten a little bit more mail. I'm going to set this off to the side. I have gotten a little bit more of mail for the Postcard Fairy giveaway. That is still going on. I did not do a monthly giveaway for June. Postcard Fairy's giveaway is still going on until the 30th, so you still have time to get that in. Let me lay one of these on my leg so you can kind of get a gist of what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, so I'm starting out with a basic granny square with the 3. But yeah, you still have time to get in on that. As long as your card, letter, or postcard is postmarked by the 30th. As long as it's postmarked by the 30th, you can still get in. Anything that is postmarked after the 30th will go into the next 6-month giveaway, the next semi-annual giveaway. I will be doing a recap video tomorrow showing everything that is going to be included in this Postcard Fairy giveaway. So that might entice you to get those entries in. You can enter as many times as you want. If you put the special word for the month of June on your card, letter, or postcard, you get double entries. So say you send in 4 postcards and each one of them had the special word on it, you will get 8 entries instead of the regular 4. So I'm just doing a magic circle, and then chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Wait, did I do too many? Yeah. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3 clusters. I need to do one more. Oh, I am leaking. Oops, nope. I need to chain 1 and then do one more. Normally I wouldn't work with a 4.5 millimeter hook with a 4-weight, but this is a 4-weight that collapses. I don't know how to explain it. It's like chain spun, but this yarn is a very thin. Can you see it? It's chain spun. Chain spun means it looks like a chain. Can you see it? It's pretty, but it makes it out to where when you work with it, it gets really, really thin. It squishes very easily, and it's very fibrous. So therefore, I'm using a smaller hook. Normally I would use like a 5.5 millimeter hook, which would be an I, but I'm using a G. But yeah, so I'm doing the solid, what they call the solid granny. But I'm doing it different from the one that I showed you guys when I was showing you making the pouch pocket last weekend. I'm doing it different this weekend. Well, where's my inner loop? There you are. Swear, kitty glitter everywhere. I say kitty glitter. It's actually doggy glitter. It's my dog's hair. My cats do shed, but not nearly as much as my dog. My dog got cat shed a lot more. My dog sheds a lot more than my cat does. Oh, can't get that out there. Alright, let me get in there. This yarn is harder to work with. Oh, come on. I didn't realize I was going to have so much trouble on camera. I'll have to drop this. Alright. I don't think I've worked with this yarn on camera before. Like I said, it's chain spun. It's very soft. It's very nice. It's very pretty. It's a pain in my patoot because it's very fuzzy. Let's see, was that the middle one? Yes, okay. Normally what I would do is I would take this and I would pull. There we go. But for some reason it doesn't want to cooperate with me. Did I pull the right one? Please tell me I pulled the right nub. Nope, I did not. Oh, good grief. I never had this much trouble. I may have to take it apart and do it all over again because it's not wanting to split on me. Now, normally when I do a double ring like that, all I have to do is tug on this, and the circle that's on the inside, which is this one, is the one that you want to pull out. If you pull this one, you're going to have just this loop just hanging there. But I need to pull this one and nothing else. But for some reason, because it's so hairy, it's wanting to take everything with it. It's not wanting, oh, screw it. I'm just going to pull it out and start over. Ugh. That's frustrating. But it's okay. Life happens. It's normal. It's very fuzzy. That's why it's going to make a great cardigan, because it's going to be very toasty. Ignore that. Where are you? Nope. Now there's something else about fuzzy yarn too. It's not always easy to frog or rip it, pull out, and start over. Not always that easy. I think I'm just going to have to do a regular magic circle with that instead of the double, because otherwise it's not pulling out right. Alright, come on now. Yep, the fibers are all sticking to it. Oh, my glasses are fogging up. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. Alright. Gotta get some sleep. I just sent a postcard. See you later. Oh, awesome. Thank you. See you, Janice. Thank you for seeing me tonight. I appreciate you taking the time to stop in and say hi. Get some rest. Yeah, I'm having to pull it out and start all over again. I may have to get the scissors and just cut that off and take my losses. Are you guys like that? I try to save. Oh, thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you. I try to save as many, even though it's just this little bit of yarn. I don't know why. It's just, I've always been like that. Try to save as much as I possibly can. Oh, yay. I didn't have to cut it after all. Yay. Alright, let's just do a regular magnet circle because it's fibrous enough. I think it'll hold. I don't like using the regular magic circle because it doesn't always hold my circle. But I think with the fibers, the way that they... I'm going to tilt you up a little bit. I think with the way the fibers are, I think I won't have any trouble. I think it won't have any trouble holding it. Let's tilt you over here a little bit. Alright, so link it, chain 2, and then do just some double crochets. There's 2 double crochets, chain 1, and then 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet, there's 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and then 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And like I said, this is a different solid square than I did last week. Alright, and then this one with the regular magic circle, you just pull the 1 string. You don't have to go through the rigmarole that I went through a while ago. But I think it's going to hold it. It will hold, and it won't come loose. Normally they come loose, but because this is such fibrous yarn, it's not going to come loose. And then I'm going to work over my tail. So I'm going to slip stitch. Oh my gosh, this is very fibrous. I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that chain. And then I'm going to chain 2 and then work a double crochet into the top of the other 2 stitches as I'm working over my tail. Now, last week, the square that we worked on, we wanted to make sure that that was even. It was an even amount of stitches on each side. Whereas this, it doesn't matter. This one's going to be, it's not going to be even, it's going to be odd. So there's 3, and then we're going to do 2 in the corner. 1, 2, and then chain 2, and then 1, 2, all in the same chain 1 space. And then you got 3 double crochets, 1 double crochet in the top of each one. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then in the corner. And I am working with the yarn, ice yarn called Rockstar. And there's my chain 1 space. So I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochets. And I'm going to pull this a little bit and make sure it's not puckering anywhere as I'm working over it. Now, those of you who are new to my channel, I welcome you. Welcome to my channel. I am blind in one eye and I have a blind spot in my other eye. So most of what I do by feel. And the reason why you are seeing the camera at this angle is because I have to have the phone 2 inches from my face if you would like to chat with me. And I have to wear specs. I do have another channel called The Blind Stitcher, but I haven't really done much on that. I do more on my TikTok, The Blind Stitcher on TikTok, than I do on here. But I've had this channel for over 12 years, so die hard. All right, now that I'm in this corner, I'm going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch in the top of that chain 2. And then I'm going to chain 2, and there we go. Yeah, this is a chain spun. Can you see it? It's so pretty, seeing it close up. But that's what chain spun looks like. But this is a fuzzy chain spun. Normally chain spun isn't this fuzzy, but this one is fuzzy. But it's called Rockstar. I'll show you. Let's see, I've got it. There it is. So this is ice yarn. And it is, let's see, I think it's 100%. It's not I don't think it's an acrylic. I think it may be an acrylic. But isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is, that chain spun. I love that. I don't get to work with much chain spun. It's a medium 4. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's 19% merino wool, 19% acrylic, and then the rest is polyester. I knew it was more than just acrylic, so. Oh, great. It's merino wool. That means that part of my arms are going to start getting all red and splotchy. Great. But it doesn't have a... It's got a color number, not a color... Not an actual color name. Let's see, what was it? Color number 46, I think is what it was. I pulled it up. And they actually have it covered up. Why do they have that covered up? I'm going to pull that off because sometimes, like with their sale yarn, it doesn't always have the correct specs on it. Oh, okay. So the little ticker tab came off. Could have sworn I just showed it as, oh no, I know what it was. It was the trim yarn that had a color number. But normally the bags that these come in, they will have the color number on the bag, and I've already tossed the bag, but yeah. 50-gram balls. But yeah. Was it 5%? What? Anyway, but yeah, this has got a label over the original band. But yeah, so it's ice yarn. But that's what it looks like. That's how it comes. I think it comes in like a pack of 8. But you break it down with the shipping. Because shipping, if you guys have ordered from Ice Yarn before, shipping is very expensive. But if you break it down and average it with the skeins of yarn, it actually comes out, even though the yarn, the shipping comes across as just about the same, or if not more, what you pay for the yarn. Say you buy $200 worth of yarn and your shipping is $200, it still comes out to about between $2 to $3 a skein is what it balances out to. If you take both costs, add them together, and then divide it by how many skeins you get. So yeah, this comes in a pack of, I want to say 8. It's either 8 or 10. But isn't that pretty? It's got greens and, like, I don't know, is that blues? But it's like a maroon, a burgundy, kind of be a purplish color. But yeah. So this is what, oh guys, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. This is what I'm aspiring to. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. And in each corner I'm doing 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And that's pretty much all I'm doing. And like I said, I'm making a sweater. And those of you who were not here earlier, I'm putting it's like a mulberry color that I'm putting around the ends. And then 2 chain 1, but I think I was doing the same with that, but I could have sworn I was doing it different. No, I guess not. But that's my goal. And then I had one that I'd already pieced together. So this is one that I'd already pieced together. So this is going to be my sweater. Like I said, doggies and kitty glitter. Yay! But it's going to be very warm. It's going to be a very warm sweater. I haven't picked this up in quite a while, so I thought I'd work with it on camera with you guys. Now, I do take a roller because they're all short hairs. I do take a roller to anything that I work on. If you get confused on where your chain 1 space is, you can always go off of the leg of where your stitch is supposed to attach. So I know that this is my chain and that's where my leg is, and this is my first actual double crochet for here. And it's going to be an odd number every time you go across. And like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight, guys. I got a late start, which is why I generally do the midnight makes. But I was doing Saturday night lives starting around 10:30, between 10:30 and 11. But Here lately, I have lost my crojo. Are you familiar with the term crojo? Lost my crojo instead of my mojo. It's my crochet juju. Just haven't been feeling up to it for some reason. I don't know. Y'all ever get like that? It's like back when I originally started this channel, it was about cross stitch, and then of course I went blind. I couldn't cross stitch anymore. Well, not like I used to anyway. And used to say I lost my stitchy bug. I got to get my stitchy bug back. Those are people who cross stitch, but with crochet it's your crojo. And I feel like we all go through it at some point. What is it? If those of you who are listening who want to interact with me, let me know what it is that gets you back into the groove of it. Is it watching YouTube videos and getting inspiration? Is it looking at a pattern? Is it doom scrolling through, say, TikTok or Instagram or Pinterest? Is that what helps you get your crojo back? Or get you re-inspired to create again? Working on whatever it is that you're working on. That's... really, where did that come from? Do you see that one? Wow. That's a mommy hair. Ah! That's funny. That was a mommy hair. A mommy white hair. Since mommy has white hairs. Oh, I'm feeling it. I felt it. Thought I got it. Now see, what's funny is this is very fibrous yarn, so I'm not going to know which one is the camera makes it stick out when it's the kitty glitter, though. Okay, that's my corner piece. Ooh, can y'all hear my stomach? What in the world? I do have sleeping ambiance movie. Nope. YouTube kicks me off for playing movies in the background. I can't do that. I can do that on the tiki-taki, but I can't do that on here. YouTube does not like that. I can play this ambiance music, though. Let me turn it up a little bit, just in case you guys want to hear that just to fall asleep by. I'll tell you what movie I am wanting to finish watching, and it's Repo. Very fascinating. Very diabolical. Two, all right, we're there. It doesn't look like it, but we are. I'm at that chain 2 space. You gotta be careful, you'll miss it. Alright, chain 2. Alright, that's our 3. Alright, there's my chain 3. Here's my double crochet. So I need to go in this spot right here. Not sure. Did I lose it? I thought I laid one of the squares over here, but I did not. I must have put it back. I was needed to count just to make sure. I'm getting the right amount of rows. I want to say it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 rows. This is my goal with this color. Oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Normally I come on with an agenda, but tonight I do not have one. I just thought I'd pull out a project I haven't worked on in a while and just start stitching away, and thought I'd chit chat, but people aren't very chatty tonight. Of course, now it is late, but then again, I always come on late, and usually I do most of the talking anyway. And then people just listen to me in the background. Huh? I didn't have anything really exciting to talk about tonight. I do like to teach things, but not really got anything teachable tonight. Has anybody got any special plans for what they're going to do for the 4th? Janice was talking about she just got back from the carnival with her grandson, and said they had 4th of July fireworks going off at the carnival. And then my daughter and her friends, college friends, are up in Pigeon Forge, and I'm sure they're watching some fireworks go off up there. She never watches my lives. She doesn't like it when I talk about her. That's today's generation. And she's going to just turned 19. Last year, she's going to actually be a teenager. And then I won't be able to say my teenage daughter anymore. Melancholy about it. Very melancholy. Do I have any other empty nesters out there? You'll know, those of you that are familiar with my journey, I have a whole playlist called Getting to Know Me, and it talks about my blindness and how I ended up getting to be blind, and the whole issue with my back and all that. Mostly my eye situation. That's what did me in. I worked through the pain when it came to the different things that are wrong with my back, but whew, the eye journey just did me in. But anyway, so the Getting to Know Me playlist kind of explains what's going on with me and my daughter and life in general and growing up. I am Gen X. I am the earlier version of Gen X, but had my daughter late in life. My point was getting to be, I got awarded disability last year, so I'm only allowed to make so much money before they start taking away part of my benefits. So luckily, the place where I ended up going blind, they hired me back after being out of work for a year and a half, and are working with me and my disability so that I don't go over my hours. I can still keep my benefits, but I can still work. And if I have days where my blind spot that I told you guys about earlier, sometimes it gets bigger, sometimes it gets smaller. It depends on, I think that's neurological. They've never done any testing on that to see. My original retinopathy said it was scar tissue, but if it was scar tissue, it would not be different sizes. It would be the same size every time, right? But I noticed the more sleep I get, the smaller it is. And then it gets bigger as the day goes on. Anyway, that's neurological. Sorry, it is. And strain and all that. I've had 5 surgeries on my eyes. 3 in one, 2 in the other. Still blind in my right eye. And unless another modern miracle comes along, I will continue to be blind in that eye. When I say blind, I mean like I have absolutely no vision. Not like, oh, I'm going blind, I'm getting old, I can't see. Nope, completely blind. And it's very, very tender. I have a very rare condition in my right eye that my retinopathy has never had to deal with before. So that's always fun. They're trying to keep it medicated and injections and things like that so that they don't have to take it. Remove it from my face. Yay! I would prefer that they not do that. Then we can save that eye. That's what he's hoping, that they can save it. But anyway, so my point being, so I'm an empty nester, but I work part-time just to keep me busy, to help. Can y'all hear my fan? So I want to say hi on this beautiful, beautiful, blistering summer evening in southeast Tennessee. We got up to 90 today. Not blistering, but no, it was warm. The dog and I went to pick up some prescriptions and then went by Dunkin' Donut and got a refresher. And he whimpers because he can't sit in my lap, but he loves to go riding in the car. I have to roll the window down, and he can barely stick his nose out, but he's got a princess pillow because y'all know my Chihuahua's 5.5 pounds. He's right at 7 years old. He's so funny. He'll stick his nose out the window and just let it just breathe and breathe. And he can have the air conditioner in the car blowing straight on him, and he'll still pant. It's the funniest thing. It's like, dude, it's like a refrigerator in here. But he still wants to pant. I don't know. Does anybody understand how that works? Why a dog would do that? Pant even with an air conditioner blowing on them? I think I'm partly nervous too. And again, I feel where my stitches are instead of seeing where my stitches are. Thank you for the like. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Can I get my heart back out here? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't do it the way that other people... Oh, there we go. I did it. Ah! I think I have trouble doing it this way. I like these, but these look like better hearts to me than this one. I can never do this one right. But thank you anyway. I'm trying to do it. I do it this way, but I do it this way. That way, that way. Is that how you do it? I think that's how you do it. Anyway, that looks like a vagina to me. It looks like fallopian tubes. I'm sorry, it does. Not a vajayjay, sorry, fallopian tubes. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. A girl's anatomy. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry, it does. Look what I got beside me. That's Ellie. That's my daughter's cat. She's going to be living on campus. She's going to be living in an apartment with a bunch of other ladies, and she's taking her cat with her this time. Ellie is 14 years old, and she has never lived away from home, so it's going to be interesting. I'm trying to adjust my neck piece. Oops. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. She's never lived anywhere but here. I told my daughter, I said, she's going to be homesick. So what I do is I feel it between my fingers to find the hole, and then I keep my back finger on it so I know where to put my hook when I'm stitching. Somebody has suggested readers, but that doesn't do me any good. Because again, if that blind spot is there, I can't tell anyway. So every stitch that I do when I crochet is very intentional. I love my corners because my corners are very easy. The hole's really big. And I've been crocheting for 50 years. That helps. But welcome in to Midnight Makes. I appreciate you guys lurking in the background. I appreciate you spending time with me. I think some people find me because it's on they look at live feeds, vertical live feeds. The ones I come across are like President Trump speaking, and it's usually on a loop, on a live loop, which is weird because it's like, I know he's not speaking this late in the White House. Why is that even on there? But it's somebody else that's streamed it and they're putting it on there on a loop. All right, I'm coming up on that. I think, let's see if this is, oops. Well, maybe starting another one. Also, I like coming on here late at night. Like I said, at Eastern Standard Time. What time is it? It should be around 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I also like coming on this late at night, too, because I get a lot of people that will come in from other countries. It's fascinating to me. All right. That is the start of my chain. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. I'm only supposed to do 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is 5 rows. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Is it the top of that one? Yeah, that's this one. All right, I'm going to slip stitch to close it. Get my little crochet pouch. I've got stitch markers everywhere. My snips. See, even this has little hearts on it. All right, we'll make sure I don't cut the wrong part. And voila. And there we have, oops, let me put this on here so I don't lose it. So you have to guide with my finger. You don't notice things like that until you start having to do it. So this is the back side. And this is the front side. And I don't block them when I'm making garments like that. I guess I should. It would actually probably be prettier if I did. I will block the strips, but I don't block these. But yeah, so I do a chain 2 space when I'm making the solid squares. But, so there we go. I'm ready to do another one. It only took me 45 minutes to do one. All right, where are you? There we go. Nope. And then again, I'm using my handmade silicone bead hook. I have a bunch that I have not put in my Etsy shop yet. I was selling them for $5 a piece if you bought them directly from me with a flat shipping rate. But I stopped doing that so that people could get them in my shop, and I have not put them in my shop yet. And they go from a size 3.5 millimeter and up to a size 6 millimeter. 1, 2, 1, 2, chain 1, and then 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and again this is a chain spun yarn. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. It's so pretty. It's a fuzzy chain spun yarn. If you guys ever worked with chain spun yarn. Alright, I got 2 clusters there. I need to do a total of 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, chain 1. Okay. And like I said, normally I don't do the magic circle this way, but because it's a fibrous yarn, it will lock on itself, so I don't have to worry about it coming undone. Any other yarn it would. And then I'm going to work. And yes, we are in my bed. I am laying in my bed. Normally on Saturday night, my Saturday night lives, I'll sit on the couch so I can have access to everything. But for my midnight makes, when I pop on like this in the middle of the night, we do it from my bed. There's a hair. Did I get it? I didn't get it, did I? There we go. I feel it, but I think it's attached to me. Is it attached to the yarn or is it attached to my finger? Ah. Seriously. My stomach, guys, can you hear that? I hope you can't. But the microphone's like sitting on my stomach, so I don't know. You probably can. All right, where are you? Right there?
We need some help.
Nope, that's a very loud commercial.
And if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same
Cashnet. Oh, that's so funny.
CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Don't do it. Don't do it. There's a reason why it had a horror villain sound. Uh-oh. Y'all know they're coming out with a Hocus Pocus, not a Hocus Pocus. I keep wanting to say Hocus Pocus 2. There's already been a Hocus Pocus 2. They're coming out with a Practical Magic 2. The trailer's really good, and it's not AI. It's actually them. It is for real. It's coming out in September. I don't know who that was for. It sounds like a cartoon. Oh, it might have been a video game. Sorry. That wasn't supposed to be on there. Wait, am I in the corner? I am in the corner. Y'all be sure and get in on the postcard fairy giveaway. Still going on. It is huge. I think I've got like 30 skeins of yarn, maybe more, and then a whole set of these silicone hooks. Each one is handmade by me and totally different. It's a set of 6 instead of a set of 7. You can also, there's also notions and pair of snips, designer snips, and handmade stitch markers, and let's see what else. Oh, all kinds of things. Huge, huge, huge box. It's going to be at least, oh gosh, it's going to be 20 plus pounds for this box that I'm giving away. It is still going on. As long as you get, there will be a link in the description after you watch the video. If you don't feel like watching all the video, you can always go to, oh, thank you for the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Miss Jasmine, how are you? But yeah, if you want to get in on the postcard fairy giveaway, as long as your postcards, letters, or cards are postmarked by the 30th of this month, you can still get in on it. I'm adding to it daily. I'm doing very well. Thank you. I appreciate it. My daughter's home for the summer. Oops, did I miss that? I did. She's not home right now. She's actually out of town with some friends, visiting Dollywood with a bunch of friends from college at an Airbnb, and so I am empty nesting it tonight. Are you enjoying your summer, Miss Jasmine? Where's it at? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ramsey and I got to take a drive today. We went by the pharmacy and picked up my meds, but we went through Dunkin', and they want to give him a pup cup, but he can't do dairy. So I don't let him have the pup cup. And then, bless it, at the pharmacy they want to give him one of those little dog biscuits. He doesn't like those either. He buries them and doesn't do anything with them. So I said, okay. So I didn't want to, I'd say, oh, thank you so much, because it was like giving Ramsey such compliments and everything. And, he weighs 6 pounds soaking wet. What you raring for? Oh, I got another like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, here comes Copper. What? You're looking for your mama. She's over there. His mama's Boo Boo Kitty. She's hiding over in the corner. She don't want nothing to do with you, and I don't either. Go on. Yep. He's such a scaredy. He's literally what they call a scaredy cat. He's skittish. I wish she'd take him. That's her cat, too. She's going to take the one I like. I used to say I didn't like her, but I'm used to having her around now. I don't want her to take her now. I'm telling you guys, she's only 14 years old, and she's never lived anywhere but here. She's strictly an indoor cat. So I told my daughter, I said, if she gets homesick, you bring her back home. If she cries a lot, you bring her back home. And you come get his little ass. Just, ugh. He gets on my nerves. I don't like him. I know that sounds terrible, but I don't. You know, some animals you click with and some you don't. And he's very lovable once you want to love on him, but he's annoying. He's very pretty. Anybody want a cat? He's very annoying and he's skittish. He's gold with gold eyes. All right. I'll love on you before you get up all in my business. All right. I'm loving on you. See? Look. See? Can give you scratches? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He loves to be loved on. It has to be under his terms. Ooh, he knows you're watching him. There you go. You can go now. You're making me hot. Yeah, you're making me hot. Now, when I stop, he doesn't take no for an answer. He doesn't take stop for an answer. Look how fuzzy his tail is. He sheds more than all 4 cats combined. It's a toss-up between who sheds more, him or Ramsey. Ramsey's hair is like barbed wire, though. His hair is just like, meh. All right, go on. You're making me hot. He'll be back. See, he doesn't take no for an answer. No. Go on. Go. Go on. Go, go, go. Damn it, cat. No, go on. Sorry, guys. It's making me hot. All right, you're going to see legs. I'm closed, I promise, but he's making me hot. Ugh. No, you won't see legs for too long. They won't be in the shot. My crochet will be in the shot. About lost track of where I was. All right, I'm on round 3. I'm going to do 5 rounds. Jasmine, do you follow me on Facebook or... I can't remember if you follow me on Facebook or not. Do you have a Facebook page? Oh. I try to follow anybody that follows me. No, shoot. I did 3, didn't I? I felt it. I'm only supposed to do 2, Alishia. We don't want to get our stitch count off because when we start... It's supposed to only be 2. Because when I start stitching it together, I don't want my counts to be off. I'm going to have to do 1 more here. It is 1:20 in the morning, and I just got a notification that somebody sent me a message through Messenger. That is... Who else in this side of the country is up besides us? That's funny. On a Saturday night. Honestly, guys, I would rather be karaokeing. But it is what it is. I can't drive at night anymore, so for obvious reasons. I don't like depending on someone to take me anywhere. I don't. I did it for a year before I started having my eye surgeries, and I still have to at night, so. I know y'all think I'm crazy driving with one eye, but I can do it. You'd be surprised what you can do with one eye. Now, granted, I don't see colors very well. I do see the brightness of the lights, and I can tell the difference between a red light and a green light, but for the most part, like the cars and the scenery and everything looks gray. Different shades of gray. That's part of the diabetic damage done to the eyes. I was so careful. I've been diabetic for 25 plus years. I was so careful to make sure my limbs were taken care of, and my heart and my kidneys, and because it's heart disease is one of the number one killer and loss of limbs. Two number one killers for number one, and the kidney failure. The complications from diabetes, and you don't think about your eyes, but that's one of them. And had I thought about it, had I known what I know now, I would have changed years ago, but I changed in time to make my life. I think if I hadn't changed my lifestyle, it could have been so much worse than what it was. And I know that sounds weird considering what I have gone through, but I mean, it could have been worse. I could not be here on this earth. And I'm here, so I'm grateful that it was just my eyesight that was affected, other than the neuropathy. I do have nerve damage in my hands and my feet, and like I said, different things in my back, but like I said, if I hadn't changed my lifestyle, it could be so much worse. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here to see my daughter go through college. At my 50th birthday, I just told my sister I wanted to survive long enough to be able to watch my daughter graduate from high school, to be honest with you. That gave me 8 years. So, yeah, I'm very fortunate to be here. I guess I should be doing these under my other channel, but I haven't really built up a following on my other channel. I've got less than 100 subs on that one. But I don't talk at all on that one. It's all ASMR whispering and sounds. It's called the Blind Stitcher. And then the one that I have on TikTok called the Blind Stitcher is strictly crafting. Different crafting, not just crochet. It's also digital coloring coming to life. Well, it doesn't want to. There we go. Yeah, my stomach. I don't know. I got bubbles or something, and I hear it rumbling. Do you guys hear it when it's rumbling? It's so weird. I hear it Oh, there it goes. I hear it up here. I don't know if you guys hear it there. Oh my goodness. I don't know what it is. I was craving something sweet. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, gotta do one more. I was craving something sweet. I was preferring like a chocolate chip cookie or something like that. And so I went to Dunkin' and I got the refresher because it's apparently today was National Pineapple Day. So I got 4 times the points. So I thought, I'll get a pink pineapple refresher. I've never gotten it with the tea before. I've always gotten it with the oat milk. I do not like it with the tea. I prefer it with the oat milk, to be honest with you, after today. That was a waste of my money. So I got that. And I got a Boston cream. And now I'm paying for it because all that rumbling you're hearing, y'all can't hear it, but I'm belching. And you really needed to know that, didn't you? So I'm doing 5 rows in this colorway, and then I'm doing the 6th row with the trim color, which is that Scandinavian yarn. I do like working with the spun yarn, though. I think it's pretty. But this spun yarn, like I said, is fuzzy. I'm sorry, it's not spun. It's chain link yarn. It's a chain link yarn. For those of you who didn't get to see it earlier, I'll show you. That's what you call a chain link yarn. And they're classifying this as a 4-weight, but it when they do it, it comes out like a tube. And this is a fuzzy chain spun yarn. You see how fuzzy it is? You can see how fuzzy it is. In the background, you can see how fuzzy it is right here. See, he does not go away. Ugh. It's so annoying. Make sure I didn't skip anything. So what are you guys working on this evening? Or are you just kind of hanging out and just doom scrolling? I do that from time to time. I find myself doom scrolling through. I doom scroll through the YouTube Shorts. I doom scroll through the TikTok, Instagram. I guess I do it through Pinterest too. I'll do it through Facebook Reels as well. I don't know, I guess I do it everywhere. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll get on a roll and I'll see something I like and I'll go down a rabbit hole. Do you guys ever do that? Oh, thank you for the like. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try to get up to at least 20 likes every time I do a live. It's always my goal to stay on till I get at least 20 likes. I like interacting with you guys, but I find that most people this late at night usually just want to listen. There was one night I did Plarn, which is making yarn out of plastic bags from start to finish. I did that. And last week we did I've done beanies. Last week I did, what did I do last week? I did the pouch pocket, tote pocket, or the purse pocket, start to finish, and did that last week. So I have a live playlist, but I also have a how-to playlist that has if I do any how-to lives, I put them in the live playlist and I put them in the how-to playlist, so that you guys can find them easily. And then we have Operation Watch Cap going on. I still have the semi-annual giveaway going on. I will start a new one on the 1st, which is Wednesday, I believe. I'll start the new semi-annual giveaway. It'll have a different name. Hi, Rosanna. How are you? She said, I forgot I was watching videos. It's okay, honey. I came on kind of late tonight anyway. I did not go to the meeting. I was having eye issues for the Operation Watch Cap when we had it on Tuesday. She has not given me a new date yet, so I did not film giving your hats to them yet. So I have not, I do appreciate your generosity as well, though. That is so awesome. But yes, I have not done that yet. So, and it's really, really funny that when I messaged her and told her I wasn't going to be able to make the meeting, that I was having issue with my eyes. Wow, that commercial's loud. She said that she had a feeling earlier that day and that she had said a prayer for me. Did I skip a stitch? No. Okay. And it's funny how things work out that way. She said that she felt it, and that she had said a prayer for me that day, and that she had a feeling something wasn't right, and so it really made my day. Thank you for the light. Thank you. And you can tell I'm chilled because I'm sitting in my bed. That's why I come on this late with no purpose. Oh, my depth perception's off with my vision too. Oh, there we go. I'll get there. All right, so there's 5 rows. That's square number 2. Yeah, I'm going to probably end up blocking these because I think I'm being more free with there we go. My stitching with these. Doing the 4-weight. And here's where we're at. We're getting there. I think I might be able to get 2.5 more squares out of this. I think maybe, hopefully more. Let me put the lid on this before I forget. Because I know me. I will lose that cap, sure enough. Just like I did with the other one. Oh, did it come out? Yes. I'm going to mute you guys for a second. I got a cough. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. I need a drink. I have to be careful when I put my mug back down on my nightstand too, because I have missed it before. Luckily, I drink water, only water when I'm in the bedroom. Either water or black coffee. Of course, black coffee would not do good on this camel colored or caramel colored. It's kind of a, I don't know what you'd call it. Caramel colored. Oh, it's a Burberry, but it does pick up. It does pick up anything that drops on the floor as far as coloring goes. Alright, so we're doing 3 clusters of 3 to start. Like I said, different from last week. Last week we did 4 clusters of 4 because I needed an even number with last week's project. This one it doesn't matter because I'm making a cardigan. So this is cluster number 3 of 3 with a chain 1 in between. It's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 and join. And you know, a magic circle is only a slip knot that's not fully closed. That's all it is. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on just a second and I will. Let me connect this so I don't lose. It's going to focus on my stupid covers instead of me. Come on. Me. Focus on. There we go. Even if I have the blanket on, it still focuses. Just, it focuses on the blanket. Dang it. Stop it. There we go. Let me get to the corner here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. 1, 2. Oh, missed one. I did. I skipped one altogether. Sorry, I didn't want to sniff really loud in your ear. Ugh, I can tell when I've had dairy because my nose leaks. Alright, so there's my chain 1, or chain 2 rather. 2, there we go, 3. 3, and then I'm going to do 2 doubles in the corner and chain 2, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 doubles. And then I'm going to stop right here for my corner. I'm going to set you down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh, let's see. This is what I'm putting on the border. This is more of a purple color, but it's a Scandinavian. It's just called acrylic. Scandinavian. Scandinavian. That's what it's called. I think it's either a Hobie or a Hobium. Yarn. I think it's a Hobium. I got it from Hobium. But it's on the thinner side. It's color number 49. Anyway, so I was going to show you that a magic circle, if anybody's ever intimidated by doing a magic circle, it's just for the basic magic circle. I usually use the double magic circle, but for the basic magic circle, it's just an unfinished slip knot. So like if you do, this is how I do my slip knots. I twist it like this, and I hold it And then I'll pull it through. And normally I would go ahead and just pull this and then pull this down to make my slip knot. But all a slip knot is, all the magic circle is an unfinished slip knot. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so like I said, I've got this crossed over here. And I pinch it when I'm doing my slip knot. And then I grab this and pull it through. Now, instead of, and I've got my finger on that, instead of pulling this to close that, you pick this up and you're going to work over. You're going to work over that circle. And that's your magic circle. That's all your magic circle is. It's just an unclosed slip knot. That's all it is. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll go ahead and make a circle. So there's 3, 4, 5. Oh, the lighting is going back and forth too. 6. 7. 8. I'll just do it with 8. So remember, that's all it is just an unclosed slip knot. So then when you tighten your slip knot, you created your magic circle. So that's all it is. So if you've never done a magic circle before, don't be intimidated by it. It's just an unclosed slip knot. That's all it is. They don't talk about that. Oh, Ramsey here. I see it. Don't see it because it sticks out. And it's funny. I can see something like that, but I can't always see my holes in my stitching. That's weird. But this camera picks up while I'm stitching. Can't see it normally, but because the camera picks up every little tiny little detail and magnifies it. Anyway, that's the color I'm using on my rim, for my trim for these. So that's all it is. So don't be intimidated by use magic circle. So a magic circle is nothing but a unclosed slip knot. That's all it is. Then I'm working over my tail. Camera's wanting to come in and out on what's going on in the background, which is nothing. Well, I could cover my legs back up now. The cat's going. I'm starting to get a little nippy. There we go. Now maybe it'll stay focused. 1, 2, chain 2, oops, and 2, been, Rosanna, if you're still in the room and you're listening, it's been very quiet in here tonight. I don't like how I have the hot light. I don't have a hovering over me light like I do when I'm sitting on the couch. I've got my hot light behind me, which is great because it's a great LED light. But every movement, my lights are, it's very weird. It makes everything kind of like go in and out with coloring when I'm stitching. I think people are on family vacations. I didn't even think about it, but a lot of people are on their family vacations during the summer. So, you're not going to be having many people coming on the weekends because they're enjoying their families. And I would much rather them do that than come sitting here with me. I mean, if people have a chance to spend time with their families, please, by all means, go do that. I know, isn't it weird? It's I haven't done one from my room in a really long time, but when I come on really, really late like this, instead of starting around 10:30 or 11, because I didn't come on till, oh gosh, it was about 15 after 12. I came on really late tonight. That's why my banner says Midnight Makes, because it's definitely an old school Midnight Makes. But yeah, I don't like the way the lighting's doing that. I prefer the way the couch is. Maybe if I get a light similar and have it beside me, hovering over me this way, it might be a lot easier. I think I might invest in another light to do that for when I'm talking to you guys. Let's see. Make sure I don't. Crime videos. Ooh. Have you ever heard of Bailey Sarian? I love her. She does the dark history of America. Very fascinating. She does a lot of true crime stuff that our history was built on. Her name is Bailey Sarian. It's called the Dark History of America, or it's just called Dark History, but it's so fascinating. My daughter likes watching true crime. She does stuff like the dark history of, she's done like Dahmer and Ted Bundy, but she also does stuff like Kellogg's and the corruption and the just different things like that. She delves really deep in fact finding on this stuff. It's really fascinating. Like the paganism of Halloween and how all that got started, and it just fascinates me. But she does a lot of true crime, and it's mixed in there, but it's part of the American history that she does. Yeah, it's really cool. She blows my mind. And she'll make jokes and stuff, but she's very entertaining. You can't turn away from her. I started watching her years ago when she did Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. And it was, again, the true crime stuff, but it was worldwide. But it was called Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. And she would put on her makeup, and she would do a just specific face. While she was putting on her makeup, she would tell a story, and that's how she got started. And then she got this really great deal with, I don't want to say A&E or maybe it was AMC or somebody, or maybe YouTube. I don't know. But then she started doing dark history and getting sponsor deals and things like that. And she's just so fascinating. She's got millions of followers. But yeah, I highly recommend her. It's a Bailey Sarian, Sarian, I believe. If you did a search on her on YouTube, you'd find her. Bailey, Bailey, I want to say. Or just type in dark history, you'll probably find her. And that kind of stuff fascinates me. It's part of our country's history. I mean, it's things that people don't want to talk about. I haven't seen Miss Lucy in here in a while. She's one of my new subs that is in, I want to say, Wisconsin, I believe. We have a lot of the similar attributes. She's 20 years. No, she's about 15 years. 15 or she's 15 years older than me, I want to say, yeah. And her and I have a lot of similarities when it comes to health issues and family issues and, well, not family issues, but health. Our vision situation is very similar. Our stitching situations are very similar. The things that we like to do, the things that we used to do, how long we've been doing it. Crafting wise, yeah, it really fascinated me when she came on, and she found me just by watching me on a live one night, and kind of stuck with me and said she was going to go check out my channel, and she was listening to my live and she really enjoyed it, and then she started following me, and she's been part of my community since. I haven't seen her in a while, and she's a night owl. She only sleeps like, I think she said like 30 minutes at a time, so she's got like narcolepsy. She doesn't sleep very long, so she takes cat naps. And so, yeah, so she's going to start watching me and coming on. Ellie's over here beside me twitching. She must be dreaming. Don't y'all love it when you have your animal like your dog or your cat, and you know they're in a deep dream state, and all of a sudden they're chasing something, and they're like running and fussing at them in their sleep? It just cracks me up. Oh, that lighting is so creepy. I wish it would quit. It's because I'm moving my hands so fast. Maybe if I slow down. Nope. Even when I'm going slow, it does it. That's funny. I don't want to go slow, though. Well, I got one. Here's number 2. Maybe I get 2 more out of it. Guess I'm about to find out. Once I find that hole that I can stitch in, though, that's when I can run my needle through. And I can whip it up. But it's a matter of finding. That's what slows me down, is finding the hole. Otherwise, I would, back in the day, I used to be able to just whip right through it. 1, 2, chain 2. Oops. 1, 2. It's easy for me to do the corners because it's a big hole. I have to feel to do the other hole. Yay, I got another like. Hang on, I'll give you a heart. I gotta give you a heart for giving me a like. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I did this one earlier, but to me, I said it looks like a women's reproductive organs. It doesn't look like a heart. I can't do the heart like, I think because I can't straighten this out and do this at the same time. Or maybe I'm supposed to do it like this. I'll just do this. It's a lot easier. It looks nicer. It doesn't look vulgar. Oh, there's another one. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, does that not look like a woman's reproductive organ? I'm telling you. I don't know how people do that. Do it, the heart that way. But I've seen people do it. They do it this way. I can't do it. I like this. This looks like a heart to me. Anyway. It does. Thank you. Thank you. You're the first person that's validated that to me tonight. I said it looked like a vajayjay, but that's not what it looks like. It looks like fallopian tubes. I know. I've lost it. I know. I'm crazy. I've lost it. But thank you for validating that, Rosanna. I appreciate it. You're the only one that's validated that with me tonight. You're probably giggling in the background too, aren't you? Oh, there's those loud-ass commercials again. I wonder if I can skip that. Let's see if I can skip it. Do I have it plugged in? No, I do not. Oh, I can skip it. Oh, wait. Hang on, let's skip it. Come on.
It's so endearing that
Yep, there it is. This is what we're listening to. So it's somebody else that's got a live going on too. But I've got it playing in the background. Oh, I'll push that button. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Nice ambiance. No, I know that's AI, but I don't care. I'm not watching it. It's actually purple, but it came up as blue, which is funny. I've got to plug her in before she dies on me. Don't want my ambience music, and I'm not paying $24.99 a month to have commercials taken out of my YouTube. That's ridiculous. I mean, it helps the creators because those that are monetized, they get a portion of that, but I'm not, so I'm still not monetized yet. I'm still kind of bitter about that. I was when it first started. I was monetized for many years until they changed the rules, and then they ripped it out from underneath me. You'd think they would have grandfathered people in, but I wasn't as active on my channel, and so I kind of get why they had to change the rules. Just don't have enough watch hours. That's the only reason why. Got plenty of subs. I know, right? I have one video that went viral. It has 250,000 views. It's called Elf on the Shelf Freak Out, and it was my daughter's reaction to finding her very first elf on the shelf. She was in, I want to say she was in 3rd grade. 2nd or 3rd grade. So cute. I go back and watch that and just look at it and go, oh, what happened to that sweet little girl? Now she's a smart aleck teenager who feels like she needs to grow up and be an adult all at once. She actually told me she didn't feel like she should have to depend on her parents. I said, honey, that's what we're here for. Depend on us and use us as much as you possibly can while we're here, you know. Now, her daddy's young. He's going to be 44 years. He's 43. He's going to be 44 in a month. And, so he's still got some years on him. Of course, now he doesn't take care of himself. So I honestly, knock on wood, he's here longer than that, but he doesn't take care of himself. So he's had high blood pressure since he was in his 20s. All right, 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's just, I don't know. He's on borrowed time, I think. But with my age and my health issues, I told her, I said, while we're here, use this. Take it, your parents are here. Take care of what you need to, use them while you can. I talked about this before. I was 27 when I lost my mom. I was 34 when I lost my dad. So, I mean, yeah, baby, use us. You don't have to depend on us if you don't feel like you need to. But if we can do anything that's going to help you go into adulthood, please, by all means. She's going into her second year of college debt-free right now. And that's a miracle in itself. Her scholarships gave her practically a full ride, but she's determined to have an apartment. He didn't want her to get an apartment. He would not co-sign for her. He didn't want to have anything to do with it. But she's going in with 2 other people. And these apartments are set up for the college students so that, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. She took out a loan for $1,700, so she still owed $1,700. But her daddy paid it. So I told her, I said, he's not paying on child support. Since you turned 18, he can take that money and put it toward your college, because he told her not to worry about anything. But she's full scholarships practically, and she only had to come out with so much money. But he didn't want her to go and have to rely on having to work and go to college. But she's determined. And I asked her, I said, can you move back into the dorms by your 2nd or 3rd semester if you find you can't find another job, or you lose your job, or it's too rough for you, so that you can do that? I said, because you're not going to have meal prep or meal planning and things like that. But they got a great deal. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. They're all in their own little en-suites. They have a living room and a kitchen and a dining area that they all share. It comes furnished, so they don't have to provide any of that. All 3 have separate contracts, so that, and all their utilities are included. Their Wi-Fi is included. That's a really great deal. Hey, Miss Janice, how are you? You came on, 2 a.m. here. What time is it there? Yay, another like. Thank you. Here's my fallopian tubes. If you know, you know. But yeah, so it was a really great deal. He just didn't want her to have have that extra stress put on her. He told her she was stupid, that if she had access to dorm life, then she should take advantage of it. She's not one of those that would pledge a sorority, so she didn't want to do any of that, which is fine. What it was she wanted the freedom to have people be able to come in and out, and she didn't want to have curfews on campus, and, she wanted more freedom. And I guess her and her friends got together and said, yeah, we can do this. Come on. So that's what they're doing. So I just wanted to make sure she had a fail-safe to where she could move back into the dorms, during the 2nd semester if she finds out it's gotten to be too much and she can't handle it. She doesn't need to stress. We told her, if you will quit your job, if your grades slip. So she kept her grades up. She kept her scholarships. So she kept the job. Now she wants to get the apartment. And I know that's the next step, but I don't know. I mean, I wish her well. I hope it works out for her. I don't want her to have that added stress either. Now she's got a boyfriend on top of that. Ooh, girl. The apartment, the boyfriend, the job, the college. Slow down. Slow down. If she lived on campus, she wouldn't have to have the job. Keep the boyfriend. That way she would just have boyfriend in college instead of boyfriend, college, job, apartment. It will happen. Just take your time. It doesn't have to come all at once. And I think that's what he's afraid of. He's afraid it's going to, hinder her schooling. So I get it. Adulting is hard. Don't push it. Take your time. While you can take advantage of it, take your time. I think this is it. This should be my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I got another like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Wait. Fallopian tubes. Yay. I've lost my scissors. Where'd they go? Did they fall? Did I wake you? Or did I disturb you? Did I put them away? I don't think I put them away. Nope. I did not put them away. Guys, I haven't worked anymore on that butterfly that I'm so upset about. I kind of lost my heart. Where did they go? I don't think they're in there. Oh, yep. Oh, the cooter was taking care of them. There we go. Here we go. There we go. All right. Well, got quite a few out of that. Wait, where'd my leg go? Why isn't that? There we go. I was going to say, why isn't that fitting? But let's see. This one started with dark in the center. Did that one start with dark in the center? Oh, it did too. That's odd. Maybe that was just my sample that I was showing you guys. See, I like the way that one did too. That one's pretty. I do like the way, well, I don't know. This one kind of like variegated out. This one is just like, bam, in your face. Dark to light. And then this one, I just like how they're turning out. Very different. Definitely can get another one out of that. As long as this doesn't twist around it. Oh boy. I may have to. I think I might have to tuck this in there. I'll have to tuck this, but chain spun. Isn't that pretty? Fuzzy chain spun. But it's chain spun. Again, I'm working with Ice Yarn's Rockstar. Rockstar. I don't even know if they make this anymore. Bought this many, many years ago. I did a haul on it. Yeah, isn't it pretty? It's fuzzy. I did a haul on it, and when I got this many, many years ago, and this is what I was talking about. I spent $250 on yarn, and it was $250 for shipping. But listen to me. $500 total with as many skeins of yarn that I got, because this comes in like an 8 or a 10 pack. It comes out to where it was right around less than $2 a skein. So, I mean, like I said, even with if you don't have to get them that expensive. If you watch Krista at the Secret Yarnery, she used to do a challenge to where if you bought 5 packs, because they come in packs, you can't buy them individually. If you buy 5 packs, she does a 5-pack challenge. She hasn't done it in years. I know they sponsored her for many, many years, because she'll get she goes by kilos. I go by looking at pounds, but she's in Africa right now. She's originally from Canada. I want to say she's in Kenya. Have you guys ever watched Krista, the Secret Yarnery? Oh, more likes. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a heart there. And there's a big heart. And a little heart. And then fallopian tubes. Yeah, she used to do a challenge. When they were sponsoring her, she would get a percentage of the sales if you ordered with her code or her link. But I had discovered Ice Yarns before she ever did that, because she used to do monthly giveaways. That's how she got her channel started. I started following her when she only had like 150 followers. Now she's got like 100,000 or more, maybe. She's got a lot. But anyway, I've started following her from the beginning. Fiber Fox is another one I started following from when she only had like 25 followers. Fiber Fox, and then she's got thousands and thousands of followers now too. But anyway, I think she does more. Fiber Fox, I want to say she does more like the mosaics. She's found her niche. She started out just doing crochet stuff. But anyway, so yeah, she did a 5-pack challenge, and it was like $25 for 5 packs, and it was like, or maybe it was $30 for 5 packs, and the shipping was like $25. But anyway, it came out to where it was, less than $3 a skein, and that's hard to get anywhere. You can't get that at our local stores. So why not buy it from the source? And a lot of their stuff, like their cakes, they're just like Karen cakes. And there's speculation that they get them from the same manufacturer. Because if I'm not mistaken, Karen cakes, if you look at them, I think they're made in Turkey. And that's where Ice Yarns is. So you're cutting out the middleman. Oh, I hate that. It's doing it again. Oh, come on. Get off my feet. Get off my blanket. Focus on the yarn. Oh, stop it. Yeah, it doesn't focus. It doesn't behave when I'm in the bedroom. That is so irritating. I'm going to try to go till I get 20 likes, guys. Try to go. I was going to cut it off at 2 hours, but I don't have my 20 likes yet. So I'm going to keep going till I get my 20 likes. I need to go let Midnight in. He's snuck out on me. And I tell you guys about, I was laying in bed. I felt something in the middle of the night. I was just sitting here minding my business, just crocheting, and felt something tickling the back of my knee, and it felt like a bug crawling on me. And I was like, okay, there's a bug in my bed. So I pulled back the covers real slow, and I reached down behind my leg because I couldn't see what was there. And I slowly brought my hand to me as I pinched what was in my fingers, and I looked, and it was a baby tick. I had a tick in my bed, crawling on my leg, behind my knee, under my covers. Y'all want to talk about somebody freaking out? I was freaking out. Now, I do have woods. I live in the country. It's expected. The cats did not go outside for 3 days. I did not let them go out for 3 days. Because used to, I would rub them down when they'd come into the house. I've been living in this house for 24 years, and I've never... Matson saw a big fat tick. One of those swollen... Oh, I got a like. Yay! Thank you, thank you. She saw a swollen tick crawling on the back of the couch. She's the kind of person, she'll take pictures of stuff, and then she'll examine it online and try to find out what it is. And it was one that had, I guess, had come off of one of the animals. But it was swollen. It was fat, so it had gotten its fill. This one was flat, never been attached to anything. It took me, act of God, to try to kill it. And then Maddie said, "Are you sure?" I said, "I pulled the legs off of every single one, because I thought I'd killed it, and it was laying on its back like it was dead." I'll have you know that sucker flipped itself right back up and started crawling. I said, it had 50 lives. Hang on, I gotta mute you because I'm coughing. I was so upset. So I made sure I plucked off every single one of them legs and then bashed the hell out of it with a shampoo bottle and put it in the garbage. That sucker wasn't crawling nowhere. But yeah, so the cats didn't go out for 3 days. And they don't go out very often. They go out long enough for like 2 seconds. And then they go out for like 2 seconds, a good 20, 30 minutes, if that. And then they want to come back in. They don't do heat very well. They don't do winter very well. So after that first day, they were mad at me the first day after keeping them in and not letting them go out. And then that second day, they were kind of like, okay, Mom, whatever. And then by the third day, they were chilled. They weren't even trying to run out the door. Well, midnight got out. I was like, dang it. So every time they come in, I rub them down. I rub them down from head to toe, because if there's anything loose on them, I'll make sure it's right there at the kitchen door. Come here, you. There we go. All right, guys, I am one away from getting my 20 likes. I will not rest until I get my 20 likes. I cannot stand the way that light is going in and out. Jasmine was in here earlier. I guess she left me for the night. I have 2 Janices that come in here with me. I have Janice Gunter, and my other Janice is Janice Euther. And I didn't distinguish between the two for the longest time there. I'm working over my tail so I don't have to hide it later. But yeah, so that was my tick scare. So yeah, well, anytime she, bless her heart, I feel so sorry for her. She's had an issue with bugs in her life over time. I don't mind bugs. I have trouble with parasites, and she's had her share of parasites in her life over the years, bless her heart. My ex-mother-in-law had was living in a, not an assisted living facility. Oh, wait, no, wait. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got an extra one there that's not supposed to be there. Oh, because I did. No, it's supposed to be right there. Why did I have a... What is that spot? Oh, okay. Um, she lived in a retirement community. It's a very tall apartment complex downtown. It's got like, I don't want to say 7 or 8 floors. 1, 2, 3. There's my space there. And they had a bed bug outbreak, and my daughter was little, and oh my gosh, that is flipping loud. Stop it. And my daughter, bless her heart, I was part-time running karaoke and so she would, on the weekends and on Saturday nights, and she would stay the night with my ex-mother-in-law. She's like a grandmother to her, and so she called me in the middle of the night, Mama, please come get me. Please come get me. There's bugs crawling everywhere. There's bugs crawling on me. And then I looked at them, and sure enough, they were bed bugs. And so my daughter, we thought she'd gotten rid of them. She let her stay with her one night, and she said, Mama, there's one crawling on my pillow. Please come get me. So that was the second time, so she didn't go back. And I felt bad because she loves her so much, but it wasn't her fault that this was happening. Wait a minute. Did I do the 2? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Okay. It wasn't her fault that this was happening, but I told her, I said, I'm sorry. I said, she said, well, she got to where people live with them. People get to where they just live with them. And that's where she was at. She had just gotten so used to having them there, not thinking that, because she got to where that she got immune to them, she didn't feel them biting her anymore. Not realizing that they multiply. So needless to say, it was really sad because she would come to our house and stay the night, or stay the weekend and spend time with us. And then, or Maddie would go spend the night over there and spend time with her. And she loved her to death. Yeah, it was really sad. She loved her to death. And she didn't live, I want to say she ended up getting dementia. She lived maybe 2 years after that. And my daughter and I went to her funeral, and it really broke her heart. Maddie loved her to death. She felt like she was more of a grandmother than any woman had ever been in her life. And because my mom didn't get to meet her, and my stepmom lives in Washington State, so she didn't get to meet her, and she only had one other grandmother. And it was her daddy's mom, and she's still alive. She's not much older than me. But she didn't do anything with her, but because when her other grandbaby came along, the daughter grandbaby, the baby girl grandbaby came along, Maddie was the first one. Maddie just, I don't want to say she got tossed aside, but she slowly got tossed aside. She spends holidays with her, that's about it, and doesn't really make an effort as a grandmother to do anything else with her. And so my daughter could care less about her dad's side of the family. It's really sad to say, but my family has always, I only have 2 sisters and a niece in my life, but they've both have, all 3 of them have really put forth, well, my niece not so much, but she's in her own little world. But my sisters have really made an effort to spend time with her and make my daughter part of the family, which is really great. And so my daughter sees how other families are. And I just hope she doesn't get where I was, where I wish my grandparents were part of my life, but they never really were. Not in a good way. And so I think she sees that in other families, the the good side of having grandparents, and she saw that with my ex-mother-in-law, and she loved her to death, and it was just one of the most beautiful relationships that she could grow from. And they weren't even related, not in the slightest bit. It was from my first ex-husband. um when I say my ex-mother-in-law, she wasn't even related to Maddie at all, but she took her in and just loved her like a granddaughter, because her own granddaughter didn't have much to do with her, which is sad. I don't even think she was at her funeral. But it's neither here nor there. But I miss her. I miss her. She was one of a kind and one of the purest, sweetest souls you'd ever want to meet in this world. And she's definitely missed. And when my first husband and I got divorced, that I got the family. I spent more time with her. Yeah, it was great. So my daughter had that, and I think that's what I think she wishes she had with her living grandparent. And my stepmom, because my stepmom, even though, like I said, she lives on the other side of the country, she lives out in Washington State. She lives over in Vancouver, which is, right there at the Oregon state line. Always made sure every birthday she sent her a birthday card. Every Christmas she sent her a Christmas gift and a Christmas card every year until she turned 18 last year. And I want to say Christmas of last year. No, she did send her an 18th birthday card. Maybe she didn't. I know she stopped last year. But my daughter never really reached out to her because my daughter doesn't care. And that's because of her dad's mom. And my stepmom actually made an effort. My stepmom made sure she got a birthday card and Christmas card every year, whereas she hasn't. In fact, her grandmother didn't even tell her happy birthday this year. Her own father's, and that's my stepmom that I said did that. My stepmom is the one that made sure that Maddie had something every year for her birthday. Her grandmother has not sent her a birthday card, or she did not wish her a happy birthday this year at all. She's the only one that she didn't hear from. Oh, she's going to be so upset that I've been telling her business on here. Well, like I said, she never watches my videos anyway. None of her friends do. None of her family does. My family doesn't. So I don't think it matters. My family puts forth an effort to make sure that her birthday's special. Yeah, her own biological grandmother didn't even call her or send her a text to wish her a happy birthday, which sucks. The last time she called her on her birthday one time when she was a teenager and said, 2 days after her birthday, "I'm so sorry, honey. Happy birthday." She got 2 grandbabies to keep up with. 2. You bet your sweet ass that other grandbaby gets a call or a birthday card or a birthday party or something every single year. My daughter has not got from that side of the family, from her dad's sister, or he's got one sister and the mama. That's it. She hasn't gotten a birthday card or a birthday gift from them, not even a flipping card from them, since she was 12 years old. Oh, actually, no, way before that. No, let's see. I don't want to say the the cousin's name out loud because that's just not cool. So it's not her fault. But she did not get, she said that's what hurt her the most was she didn't get a happy birthday from the cousin that she thought she was so close with. She got a happy birthday from the aunt and a happy birthday from her dad, but she did not get one from grandma or the cousin that she's supposed to be close with. Now, the cousin is 9 years younger than her, I want to say, or maybe 7 years younger. She's 7 years younger than her. So my daughter didn't, it's 10, since she was 10. Yeah. She hasn't gotten a birthday card and we've invited them. I stopped inviting them to her birthday dinners. My sisters always got together to make sure. I invited, every time I did invite them to her birthday dinners after the age of 10, I didn't do it very often because they always made excuses and never came. So I stopped. So we just made it my side of the family. We all got together. We got together actually last Sunday for her birthday. We always let the birthday person pick their favorite restaurant. And my sister usually goes all out and pays for everybody, which is really sweet of her. She doesn't have to do that, but it's great. And then my daughter gets her birthday presents from the nieces and my niece and my two aunts, my two sisters. Yeah, they always make sure to take the time to make her birthday special, which I'm glad. They've always done that. But yeah, I'm sorry, it's pretty shitty that her own grandmother does that to her. I can't. It makes me so angry, and then I try not to think about it, but it is what it is. I can't voice that side to my daughter. She kind of feels she's gotten to where she just doesn't care anymore. It hurt her in the beginning, but it's gotta hurt, guys. It's gotta hurt. I don't know. I just wish it was different. I see these movies with these families that have these heartfelt grandmothers, and oh gosh, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I wanted that so badly for my daughter. I wanted her to have the relationship with her grandmother that I never had. Her grandmother, I'm not going to be that grandmother. I'm going to be the grandmother who says, give me that baby. I want that baby to come stay with me for the weekend. Please, let me hold her. Let me take care of her. Let me love on her. Let me spoil her. I did not mean to cut that off so soon. I need to do one more row. See how upset I was? I got to pick it and tie it in. I wanted my daughter to have a better grandmother experience. Now, if my daddy had been alive or my mama had been alive, because neither one of them even knew that she wasn't even in existence or even thought of at the time. But had my grandparents been alive, my ex-mother-in-law made up for it. If we'd have lived closer to my stepmom would have made sure that baby was spoiled rotten. She'd have been a great grandmother. She would have. She's still alive. She didn't get the opportunity because, like I said, she lives on the other side of the country. And I can't afford to move out there. I would in a heartbeat. My plan was not to move back to Tennessee, but I did it because of my first husband. But then again, I wouldn't have my daughter either. It was worth it. But my stepmom she would have been one of the best grandmothers. And that baby would have wanted for nothing. She still had a good childhood. Don't get me wrong. When things were tough financially, she never knew the difference because I made sure she didn't know the difference. And her daddy, even though we weren't together, he made sure that she had everything she needed. So, I mean, there's that. But I really wish she could have had a better grandparent experience. I wanted her to have that. I wanted her to have the one that I never had. But instead, she got the one that was worse than I had, because her grandmother had 2 grandbabies. 2. And she lived right here. Mine, my daddy's mama, had lots of grandbabies, but West Coast. We lived on the East Coast. My mama's mama, and by the way, both sets of grandparents outlived both my parents. My mama's mama and daddy, they lived 2 states over. I live in Southeast Tennessee. They lived in the middle of South Carolina. Had 9 grandchildren. 8 grandchildren. I'm sorry, she had 8 grandchildren. And my grandmother had her favorites. I was not one of them. But anyway, so one of the reasons why my mother moved away to Southeast Tennessee. Y'all, I'm waiting for one more like. Just one more like. I really don't want to stay on that long till I get my 20. I want one more like, guys. Just one more like, please. I didn't want to get depressed. This was not supposed to be a depressing live. I apologize for that. My lives are supposed to be lighthearted. It breaks my heart that she didn't have that relationship with her grandmother, and it breaks my heart that she's gotten to where she just says, Mom, I really don't care. I know, baby, but still, Mom, really, I don't care about that side of the family. She's gotten numb to it. Oh, yay, I got my 20th like. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. There's 20. Is the music playing the same song? No, actually, here, I'll show you what it is. It's supposed to be, hang on, let me take it off here. I've got it on my tablet, but I've got a Bluetooth going on behind me. Isn't that pretty? I know it's AI, but it's alive. It sounds like it's on a loop. It's supposed to be midnight. Hang on, let me see. It's got, actually, let me see. I can't. It's a live. It's supposed to be a live stream. Let's see if I can get it to. But it's supposed to help lull you to sleep. Let's see if I can. There's supposed to be a. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. Is it that one? Oh, there it is. And then there's. See, there's what 3.6K people on this live right now. Let me get that off of there. And they're actually chatting among each other with just that music playing in the background. They're talking back and forth. Is that not crazy? Yeah. So it's like, wow, this guy's making bank. He really is. But yeah, they're just talking to each other. Yeah, isn't that crazy? With just him playing that AI sound in the background. It may be on a loop. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty. I was listening to like Celtic music before, but this one I just threw on real quick. I'll see like other countries are even chatting in this chat room. Some are like with really, really talking really loud. That's what all caps is. Y'all know that. What does it say? Hey, you piece of idiots. Speak your although your Probably bots. Ha ha ha, whatever. But anyway, so yeah. So yeah. So there's I hit the X button, I hit the X button again, and then I just let it play in my Bluetooth behind me. Oh, guys. All right. I've been in here for almost 2.5 hours. I got my 20 likes. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Rosanna, I'm glad you got to join me tonight. Janice, anybody else that's listening in the background, thank you very much. I appreciate you joining me for tonight. I love you guys. I got my 20. I'm going to bed. It's 2:45. I've got to take something for this grumbling stomach. And I will see you guys next week. No, you'll see me tomorrow, where I will be showing the video of Roseanne's beautiful hats and the update on everything that's going to be in the Crochet Fairy giveaway. I'm going to be showing all the items that are going to be in it because you still have a chance to enter that. So, yeah. So, I will see you guys soon. I love you. Bye. Peace out. Keep it real.